Hello? Hello?
Dallas still stinks.
Eagles preseason is thankfully complete. Philly 500 is here. I am Adrian FedQ. 53-man roster predictions. This is going to be a lot of fun. Philly 500, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. How you doing? What's up, everybody?
Fantastic. Clearly, look at this beautiful view.
Look at you. Look at you down the shore, man. I'm jealous. I love the shore. You're lucky, man. You should enjoy that weekend. It's gonna be fun. But I'm doing good. I'm ready for the Falcons. I'm ready to double moonwalk some ass, and it's gonna be great. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's get right into our roster predictions. And
Let's do it.
I think the quarterbacks are going to be pretty easy. I really think so. So let's do the little screen share. I got a document up. I think we're both going the same way here, right? Carson Wentz, Nate Foles. Look at me. Nick Sudfeld. I did it twice. Nick Foles, Nate Sudfeld.
Well, I have Callahan make it. No, just kidding. He stinks.
All right,
yes, I'm exactly
on there for you.
No, get rid of him, please. No, yeah, I have exactly the same way at the quarterback position. No Joe Callahan, please. Yeah, that'd give me a heart attack. No, please, no. God, he was brutal last night. He was horrible. Yeah, Sudfeld is the third.
There we go.
Yeah, totally agree.
All right, so that's easy. And obviously with Nate Sudfeld, I like what I saw from him too, man, this preseason. You could see why the coaching staff is high on him. Showed the deep ball accuracy a couple times. The first game was like, meh. He started off really slow against Pittsburgh, but really picked it up the rest of the way.
I totally agree. Yeah, I'm with you 100% on the quarterback. I have nothing to add with that.
Actually, you know what? I should probably stop screen sharing because the whole point of why I'm here is so you can see the beautiful view.
Yeah, you don't want to look at my ugly face the whole time.
No, we don't.
Definitely
and we don't want to look at my ugly beard either. We want to look at the beautiful view.
Yeah, seriously. It's beautiful there.
All right, let's get on to running backs. This is a little tricky. This is going to be tricky, and I'm really curious to see what the Eagles are going to do. So, all right, we'll go back to screen sharing mode. We know who the three running backs are going to be. But the fourth guy, who you got, Philly?
Well, this is a hard one because you got to wonder if they're going to keep Smallwood or not. I'm going to go with Josh Adams. I'm going to go with Josh Adams in the end. I think he has to make it. Me personally, it's not even close. I would get rid of Smallwood so fast. But I don't know that the Eagles feel the same way. But I'm going with Josh Adams. Okay.
All right. So I'm going Josh Adams as well. But all right, Aunt Olga's going with Josh Adams as well as she screams from the top. I don't even know if she knows who Josh Adams is. But here's what I'm going to say about Josh Adams, and I said this last night in my show. When he has a great offensive line and he gets that big alley and he can run through and he gets the head of steam moving forward, he's tough to bring down because of how big he is. He's massive. He's got a lot of muscle. But when the offensive line is not generating those holes and not generating that push, can you make people miss? He had, it was like 13 carries for 27 yards last night.
Yeah.
He was running like he was stuck in molasses.
Yeah.
He didn't look good.
No, I agree.
So the question is, all right, if none of the guys look good, maybe what they do is they keep three backs and they sign somebody in a week or so.
Yeah, totally possible.
Yeah, so that could be something they do. But for right now, I will put Josh Adams on my 53-man roster.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the dock. Let's go fill this bad boy out. All right.
So we are 2 for 2 right now. Very interesting.
Yeah, we've got the same. I don't think we're going to keep having the same, but we'll see. All right, so wide receiver position, DeAndre Carter. Is he on your team?
He is. I am keeping 6 wide receivers. I have Alshon, Wallace, Aguilar, Hollins, Shelton Gibson, and I'm going to keep DeAndre Carter. And the reason why I could get rid of Smallwood is because Carter can play special teams. So that makes Smallwood expendable, which is why I keep Josh Adams. So I do have DeAndre Carter making this team.
Okay. All right. I do as well. And I again, this is another thing I'm curious what the coaching staff does and what the team does. Do they keep DeAndre Carter? Do they go with the potential talents and potential upside? Or do they go with a veteran knowing that Alshon Jeffrey and some guys are going to be missing time the first couple weeks? So do you take a DeAndre Carter or do you take a Kamar Aiken or Marcus Wheat? That's going to
be. I would not keep Aiken. I wouldn't keep it. I would keep, if I had to choose a vet, I would take Wheaton over Aiken. But, when you don't play the whole preseason, it's very hard for me to keep you, unless you're way above everybody else. And I think that the Eagles are going to sit there, and I think they're going to keep Carter. And we'll see. They could always bring in another wide receiver too, if possible. If they think Alshon's going to miss more than like 2 weeks or something too. So we have to watch out for that. And one more thing is Carter can't make the practice squad, right? He's not eligible.
No practice eligibility remaining. So you have to put him on the roster.
You have to put him on the roster. You have to let him go. So I'm going to say he makes this team.
Okay. All right. So I've got Carter on the roster as well. I think he's shown too much. I know this kind of happens every year. Your Rasheed Baileys and Paul Turners, and now we got DeAndre Carter. But I haven't seen enough from anybody else. I haven't seen anything. The only guy that can make the team, I think, would be Marcus Wheaton over him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
But I don't think Marcus Wheaton's going to make the team. He would only make the team based on what he's done in the past, not what he's done.
Right. And it's a shame because, like, me and you had the argument about Wheaton. I thought it was a good signing. I thought he was going to come in and be more productive, but you can't get on the field. You can't really help the team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think he stinks, but for you, it's like I'm not going to hate on what you said because he doesn't play, so you can't really judge him.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go. All right, moving on to the tight ends. I think the tight ends is pretty easy as well. I'm going to have Richard Rodgers making it. I'm going to keep 3 tight ends. Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert. Should be pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Ertz, Goddard, and Rodgers make the team. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed in some of the other tight ends. Like Billy Brown, I thought he was going to show us more.
From him, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Hey, what the Dallas Goedert looks like a player.
Total stud, dude. That guy, with him and Ertz this year, with those 2 tight ends on, it's going to be fun to watch. That could be the best tight end duo since really Gronkowski and Hernandez.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's that kind of potential. So yeah, it's going to be good.
As I finish out typing here. Okay. So there you go. We have the same roster so far. I don't think this will stay this way, but
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the offensive line.
Okay.
Offensive line. How many guys are you keeping on the O-line?
I'm keeping 9.
Same here.
9.
Yeah.
Now, here are my guys. Peters, Lane Johnson, Brooks, Kelsey, Wisniewski, Big V, Matt Pryor, Sayamalu. Jordan Mailata has to make this team. The guy that I'm going to try to trade or cut is Warmack. I don't think he makes this team.
That's funny you mentioned that. I have the same 9 players.
Wow. Okay. That's crazy.
Matt Pryor has kind of struggled the last couple weeks, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I think he started off good. I think he had a strong training camp. But Chance Warmack is an abomination.
Yeah.
He's
fresh.
Yeah.
Oh. And they tried to work with him all season. I mean, the guy had talent coming out of college. He was a first-round pick. Just never made it. And I'm done with him after this training camp. He's got to go. If they can trade him, great. I think they will, but I don't think they'll get anything for him, and I think they're going to wind up cutting him.
Yeah. And Mailata, you have to put him on the roster.
You have to keep that guy.
This is
This guy's a total stud. It's ridiculous. It's just, I've never seen a guy who's not what? He's never even wore pads before this preseason training. He never even put pads on and pick it up the way he is. If his work ethic is good, he has the physical ability to be dominant left tackle in this league. He does.
And he's already showing those characteristics 4 games into his career. You know, there are some people that are trying to be like, oh, can we please temper the expectations? Like the haters are saying this. And they're like, well, he's facing second and third stringers.
I know.
All right, okay. Well, imagine him right now at Alabama, starting left tackle. This is what he'd be facing.
I know. He's competing with second stringers 4 games in his career of football. He's only played 4 games and he's already competing second stringers. Give him a year, give him a 2, teach him, let him work on his technique, train, teach him. Peters, I saw on the sideline working with him last night. This guy's going to be a stud. He's going to be a stud.
Dude, it's so funny the depth he gets on that kick slide, that first step. He's got to work on the kick slide a little bit. But
Yeah. But he's just so big and strong and athletic. I mean, my God, what a steal. He could be the steal of the draft. If you turn into a franchise left tackle, you should have been a top 5 pick. Okay? I mean...
This was a draft, too, that lacked tackles. It wasn't a great tackle class. He may wind up being the best tackle in this class.
Yeah. I mean, he needs like a year or 2 to develop, to stay with the team, to work with the He needs to develop, but my God, man, he has all the tools. And if you cut him, he will be picked up so fast. He'll never clear waivers. You have to put him on the roster.
Absolutely. This is the same thing they did with Dylan Gordon. You think you have somebody that you can develop, you put him on the team. Because if you don't, he could get plucked. And he's a guy that is absolutely 100% getting plucked by somebody.
Oh, without question. Definitely. So, he makes a team.
He's on it. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the document. Let's fill out some information here. All right. Oh man, I got to type in 9 linemen now. Oh, that's a lot. Well, good thing for me is I actually have my entire roster below, so I'm going to stop the screen sharing, and I'm going to copy and paste, so you guys don't see it. So you guys don't see the roster.
And in the meantime, Philip Buckner will dance for you.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Because Dallas still stinks.
Right now, we have the same roster. This is unbelievable, Philly.
Yeah, it's crazy. I thought that we would be off. I thought the offensive line we would veer off a little bit, but
I had to put Pryor on, and I had to put my line on.
Yeah, I did too. It makes sense.
Yeah, it was. You had to do this. All right. So I have all the names now in here. Let's go back to this bad boy and let's show the updated version of where we're at here. All right, so here we are. These are our rosters, and they're both the same. All right, moving on to the defensive line.
Okay.
This is going to be fun.
Okay. So I have 6. I have Graham, Barnett, Bennett, Chris Long, Steven Means, and Josh Sweat. I will say this. I think there's a very possible chance, 50-50 maybe, where we may see Means get traded because he could start on other teams at defensive end. So I think he is a possible scenario. There's a possible scenario where they may trade him, but that's who I have right now.
Okay. So you're at defensive ends. You said you had how many? You had 6.
6, yeah.
Okay, so you have the same 6 as I do. Now this is where it gets interesting. This is where we may differentiate. All right, so we have Tim Jernigan on the pup list for our roster production.
Yes, we may go. Yes, you're right. We may verge right here.
It's a little different because there's a battle between 3 guys for 1 spot at the defensive tackle position between Bruce Hector, Elijah Qualls, and Aziz Shatu. So who is going to be making the team for you? Who you got, Philly? I think you just froze on me. Did you freeze on me?
You're freezing right now. Are we back? Are you back?
I'm back. So I was freezing.
Okay. Yeah, your screen went blank for a minute, but now it's back. So maybe it's me. I don't know. All right. So here's who I have at defensive tackle. I have Fletcher Cox, Haloti Ngata, Destiny Vallejo, and Bruce Hector. Those are my four I have making with Jernigan on the pup.
All right. So once again, we agree. I was,
and we did not do this together. By the way,
I was struggling between Hector and Chatu. Between those two.
Yeah, I thought about him for a while, but then, I just think that Hector, he's just one of those guys you might not want to let go. So, I have him making it.
Yeah, so I have Bruce Hector as well making this football team. I think we're gonna have the same 53. This is ridiculous.
We might. We might.
This is crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
We think alike. Good minds think alike.
Yes, they do. All right, moving on to linebacker now, and this is another position. So you have an extra roster spot here because Nigel Bradham is suspended for the opener. So somebody that wouldn't make the team is going to make this team.
Yeah. So I have 5. I have Hicks, Kruger Hill, Nate Gary. I have Leroy Reynolds making it. And then I have Joe Walker as my last. So Joe Walker, if Nigel had to be on this, would be cut. But because Nigel's suspended, I have Joe Walker still on this team. But I have to keep Reynolds because I think he's been very impactful, when he's been on the field.
I'm in agreement with you, and I have the same 5 as well. I'm not a big Joe Walker guy, but you're going to put Joe Walker on the team because of the suspension for Bradham. So that's why I give him the nod. He might get cut, though, a week later because when Bradham comes back, he's going to have to, take that roster spot back. So there you go. Let's go back to the screen share so everybody can get caught up as we have the same roster. Unbelievable.
It's crazy. And we did not work on this beforehand together.
No, we did not. Oh, man. See, I wonder if at the end here, maybe I'll just do something just to be different. I don't know. Cornerbacks.
Yeah.
You have
all right. So
Bosby making it.
I have Devontae Bosby making it. I have 6 corners. So I have Darby Mills, Jones, Douglas, Maddox, and Bosby is my last.
And once again, we are in complete. As I think I just showed everyone my final 4 guys. So the only thing we may disagree on at this point is the last safety spot.
Yeah. Well, I have Chris Maragos probably on the pup list, right?
Yeah.
So I have Jenkins, McLeod, Corey Graham, and I do have Trey Sullivan making it.
All right. So I put Jeremy Reeves on over Trey Sullivan.
Okay.
But honestly, you can flip a coin.
Yeah. I think I like Reeves. I think he's going to wind up probably on the practice squad is my guess.
The question is he going to be able to get through the waivers to get to the practice squad? And it's possible because he's not exactly the biggest, sexiest name in the world. So that's a possibility. I mean, again, I would put Reeves over him, but I think they're both the same. It doesn't matter. So there's our difference right there.
That's it. One difference.
The fourth safety spot.
Wow. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then, of course, we have Jake Elliott, Cameron Johnston, and Rick Lovato. Yeah. Not that they had any competition. So we pretty much agreed with the whole roster. It's pretty crazy.
Wow. I wonder, it would look a little different if Jernigan wasn't going to be on the pup and Bradham wasn't suspended. And so there would have been some tough cuts that would have had to be made. And I think our list would have been a little bit different.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, that's true. And I do think that there's going to be some guys shopped around. I really think that Means could get traded here because he's such a talent and he's not getting his due time on the field with a defensive line that's so good and so deep. You could get him. Somebody may take him because he could play on their roster right away. So I think he's the guy we have to watch and see if he gets traded.
Yeah, obviously ridiculous amount of depth at the position. If you could get something for him, you do swap him. And obviously we know Howie Roseman is somebody that likes to work the phones and work the trades and continuously tinker the roster. So I think something will be done.
Yeah, some things are going to happen here.
I mean, honestly, I'm shocked nothing has happened yet.
Yeah, has anybody even been officially cut yet? I think there's probably been the guys cut already, but yeah, it's going to happen. Howie's going to do something. I have no doubt about it. And since we're talking about roster, I'm telling you, Carson Wentz is starting week 1. 80% chance.
When he joked about that he's going to know Friday and he was going to tell everybody 90 minutes before kickoff, you wouldn't say that he was confident.
That was
the tell. That was the tell.
Yeah.
He told me right then and there if he's going to start. He knows he's going to start.
Yeah, exactly. That was it. That was totally it. And then just if you watched like Carson on the sideline yesterday, like the way he was talking, he seemed like he was in a really good mood. Like I got cleared, or I'm getting cleared. I know it. You know, I think he knows he's playing. I'd be shocked if Carson doesn't play week 1.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Did you hear Lane Johnson?
No.
All right, listen to this.
Looks ready to me. I saw him throw a ball a couple weeks ago, about 65 yards. So it's was impressive. Impressive as I've seen. Would you be surprised if it wasn't perfect? Kind of where I'm feeling.
Huh.
Lane Johnson, always keeping it 100% real.
He does, man. He does. I'm convinced. And I got a lot of bets with people about Carson starting week 1, so better pay up.
You're going to be raking in the moolah, the cash.
Yeah. I can't wait till Thursday. This preseason was a really long preseason. We didn't play that great. You know, it didn't look that good, and I can't wait to get this thing going for real.
Oh, yeah. Dude, 1 week away. Well,
1 week
away. Less than a week away. We're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there. Next Thursday. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right. Awesome. So what else is there to get into? Let's see. I mean, we did our roster projections.
Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing.
I think right now the big thing for me is who's trade bait, who's going to get cut on other teams that we may want to pick up. Like you were talking about an additional running back. A running back position is a very common position where a good guy gets cut from another team that you can pick up. Running backs are just that way. So it's very possible we may see a couple cuts because they are going to pick up somebody from another squad. So I'm very interested in that. I'm very interested to see if they try to make any trades. One thing we can talk about too after this is the Khalil Mack situation because I find it very interesting.
Oh, you want him, don't you?
I want him.
2 first-round picks. Now, I don't think they're going to get 2 first-round picks.
No.
First-round picks from Philly, which are basically going to be late first-round picks. Now, the problem with Khalil Mack would be we wouldn't have the money to sign him.
That's the problem. But that's where Howie Roseman has to use his geniusness, right? That's what he does. But I can tell you this. I would give a first and a second because we got 2 seconds next year. We're probably going to pick, like you said, a late first. I would give a first and a second right now for him, if possible. But I'm not trading Darby. Like, I was for trading Darby early in preseason. I don't want to trade Darby now. I want him to play.
I think Darby's going to get that extension in December.
I do too. He looks like so much faster than a year ago because of that injury. You know, you just watch his closing, his recovery speed is ridiculous.
Yeah, and you know, I made that point. I was curious to see, like, his second year in the scheme, coming back from the injury. He looks a lot better, obviously. So, yeah. He's a real deal.
Yeah, and what do you think of this slot situation? You think that we have to give it to Sidney Jones? Because I don't think you can keep Sidney Jones on the bench. I think he has to play.
I still think Avonte Maddox, while he's been better than expected, I still think he's a little raw. I put Jones in there. You can't deny the talent.
Yeah.
You got to put him on.
Yeah, I agree. He has to play. You have to keep him on there. But I am happy with Maddox. I think he's gotten better. The one thing I still worry about him is when it's a jump ball. He's not going to win a jump ball. He's not going to get to the high point on those bigger receivers.
He's a little buck.
He is, yeah. But, you know, And Bosby, for all the hype leading into preseason, I'm a little disappointed. I thought he would be a little better than what I've seen.
So now to the viewers, do you understand why I don't get into the preseason hype and the hype of all these guys? Like, there's a reason why he's been on three different teams or whatever he's been on. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, definitely. So,
as good as he looked that first game, it hasn't been good since. And he's missing tackles. And Jim Schwartz loves his cornerbacks who tackle. And that's not good for him.
Yeah, his tackling has been horrendous.
It has been.
It's not. I mean, it's even like no effort. I mean, like the one where he just throws his shoulder casually wasn't going to work. But yeah, I mean, I still think in the end he makes his team, and we'll see. I think Sidney Jones is your slot corner, and I'm okay with it. I have no problem with him because I think he's so talented. He's the kind of guy that if he can play inside and outside and learn two spots, I think the better. I mean, that makes him more valuable.
He went up against Jarvis Landry and he did very, very well.
Yeah, he did. I think Sidney Jones could be a stud.
Yeah.
What a steal that is. Can you imagine if you get Dallas Goedert to be as good as we think, and then Jordan Mailata, you could have the two steals in this draft.
The extension that needs to be signed is Joe Douglas. He needs to stay here forever.
Yes, you can't let him get away. You have to sign him and keep him. Because him and Howie, obviously they work well together, and it's working. So definitely, I agree.
I find it funny that Howie's getting all the credit for the draft picks when it's Joe. It's all Joe. Joe's been doing the draft.
Well, yeah, what the thing with Howie is, what I like about Howie is the aggressiveness of doing things not by the book. You know how football guys are always like, well, this is how we do it. This is how you do it. This is how you value a draft pick. This is how you value this. He does it the opposite. And because of that, he creates more opportunities and he's made some huge steals. And, remember when they had cap problems, all the trades he made? Then he went up to 3. I mean, how many teams jumped 2 times to go up to 3? It doesn't happen. Now everybody is trying to trade up and do what Howie Roseman's doing.
He set precedent.
He did, yeah. And I think that's why he deserves it. But with him and then Joe Douglas evaluating talent, it works. It just works.
They hit on every draft pick. Basically. They all look great.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And then you bring in Carson back. Repeat. Get ready for the repeat.
All right. Let's see. You got any final thoughts? Is that time?
No. Just everybody have a great holiday weekend. And
my aunt
Thursday's a real thing.
Actually, sorry to cut you off, but my aunt is very quietly, so she doesn't get in the way of the show.
Okay. Thank you, Aunt. Thank you, Adrian's aunt. Thank you.
All right. Anyway, final thoughts. You can go now. I'm sorry for cutting you off there earlier.
No, I'm good. Well, Thursday's the real deal. Let's get this. Let's beat the Falcons. And let's start off 1-0.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to give, we'll see if the internet hangs on here. I'm going to give you a little tour. Do you guys want a little tour of this place?
Yeah.
Let's do a little tour. All right, so this is the outside here. See if I can get out here a little bit. It's raining right now, unfortunately. But you can hear it. But this is beautiful. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, I would never leave. That's beautiful.
Unfortunately, it's raining right now. I have to go back to my other uncle's place. So that's the outside, and then this is kind of the inside here. We got just beautifulness all around.
Yeah.
So we got that. We got the little kitchen area here, and we go up the stairs. As I give you the stair view, this place is
awesome.
Just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
So, little bedrooms. I'll go to the 3rd floor. So I was like joking with them because the 3rd floor is awesome. The view is great. So this is their little. Oh, they used to have it. Yeah, here it is. I was asking them if I could stay here for the fall and watch.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
So.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, man. Dang.
Hold on. So now I'm on the top floor. Can't get this door open. It's raining, unfortunately, but now we're all the way up top. You can see the views. So,
Wow, that's beautiful.
Unfortunately it's pouring, so I gotta go back in. But there's a little tour for the place.
That's awesome. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I love it here.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
I love it here.
Yeah. I love it. I love the water.
Now I gotta take my shoes off. I can get everything wet. But there we are. That's the place here.
That's it.
Jersey.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So, that's it though, right? We're done.
That's it. We're done. 53-man roster. We'll see what happens. I think there's going to be some interesting moves over the next 24 hours.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna wait till I get all the way downstairs to stop the show. All right. All right. That is Philly 500. I am Adrian Fedke. Those were our predictions. This is our short house, and it's awesome. We're out. See ya.
Peace.